Disney theme parks.
Walt Disney World
will no longer allow selfie sticks at any of its theme parks due to safety concerns.
Ryan, large strollers and those wagons.
Changes are coming to all 4 of the Disney parks.
pose a safety concern, and that's why they're now banned. And take note, fans, if you are planning a trip to the happiest place on Earth.
Disney World, the most magical place on Earth. But what if I told you that beneath the pixie dust and Mickey-shaped treats lies a web of bizarre rules that will leave you scratching your head? Welcome back, Disney detectives. Today we're exposing the park rules Disney doesn't want you talking about. Regulations so puzzling they'll make you question if the House of Mouse has lost its mind. Now, Disney claims these rules exist for your safety and enjoyment. But after investigating their fine print, I've uncovered the truth behind these strange restrictions. Some make sense, sure, but others? They're either money grabs disguised as safety measures or flat-out contradictions that Disney hopes you won't notice. Stay with me, because the last rule we'll cover is so ridiculous, you'll never look at Disney the same way again. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button. I expose Disney's secrets weekly, and trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. What I find fascinating about these rules isn't just their absurdity, it's how Disney managed to implement them without significant backlash. Part of their genius is how they've conditioned guests to accept increasingly restrictive policies while maintaining the illusion of magic. Let's pull back the curtain and see what's really happening. Disney parks completely banned selfie sticks in 2015, not just on rides, but everywhere in the park. Their official reason? Safety concerns.
Disney will no longer allow selfie sticks at any of its theme parks due to safety concerns. Turns out the guests are unable to keep their hands, arms, and selfie sticks inside the vehicle at all times. The Orlando Sentinel reports that when the new policy goes into effect on Tuesday, security will not let these sticks pass the bag check. The bag check has been routine at Disney parks for years now, but if a selfie stick is found, well, the park's going to offer to hold it for you to pick it up later. Guests will also be reminded of this rule at hotels and at the parking lot, so they'll be encouraged to leave them in the car.
But here's where it gets interesting. Disney still allows regular cameras, smartphones, and even folding tripod stands that fit inside a standard backpack. Wait, what? A tripod that extends is fine, but a selfie stick isn't? The incident that triggered this ban? A guest extended a selfie stick on California Screamin', causing an emergency shutdown.
The move comes after Disney California was forced to shut down a roller coaster for over an hour last week after a guest tried to use one of the gadgets on the ride.
Okay, banning them on rides makes sense, but throughout the entire park? Here's what Disney doesn't tell you. PhotoPass photographers conveniently stationed at every iconic spot will gladly take your photo, for a price. And those perfect family shots with everyone included? They're now exclusively available through Disney's paid service. Coincidence? I think not. This safety measure pushes millions of visitors toward their premium photo packages each year. Disney explicitly prohibits guests 14 and older from wearing costumes in the parks, except during special Halloween events, which, surprise, require separate expensive tickets. The official line is, they don't want guests confused with cast members or creating inappropriate impressions of Disney characters.
Yet Disney aggressively markets character-themed merchandise for adults, Mickey ears, Spirit jerseys, and character-inspired outfits. They've even embraced Disney bounding, wearing everyday clothes that resemble character color schemes.
So let me get this straight. Disney will happily sell you $50 character-themed ears and $75 character-inspired shirts, but draw the line at costumes? The distinction between what's allowed as themed attire versus prohibited costumes remains conveniently vague. What this rule really protects isn't guests. It's Disney's control over character portrayals and their premium Halloween events, where adults can finally dress up after paying extra, of course. In 2019, Disney suddenly tightened stroller regulations. No strollers larger than 31 inches wide by 52 inches long, and a complete ban on wagons, including the popular stroller wagons that many parents rely on for multiple children.
Large strollers and those wagons are no longer allowed in the Disney theme parks. Guys, this may actually be a huge issue for parents, especially with more than one kid.
Officially, this change was to improve guest flow and reduce congestion. But the timing? It perfectly coincided with the opening of Star Wars: Galaxy's Edge, Disney's most ambitious and crowded expansion in years. Rather than adding capacity or improving queue management, Disney effectively punished families with multiple young children. Many parents in Disney forums report inconsistent enforcement, with some being turned away at security checkpoints, despite having children with special needs. Consider this: Disney rents their own strollers at premium prices, strollers that conveniently meet their size requirements. And those stroller wagons some families invested hundreds in? Now useless at Disney, forcing many to rent Disney's alternatives. This one's truly baffling. Disney prohibits loose and dry ice in coolers or bags. Their explanation? It streamlines the security check process. If you've brought food to save money, which Disney reluctantly allows, you're expected to use reusable ice packs instead. But here's the catch: spending all day in 90-degree Florida heat quickly renders ice packs useless. Disney helpfully mentions you can get free cups of ice from quick service locations after you're inside the park. But these tiny cups barely cool a small cooler, forcing many families to either let their food spoil or buy Disney's overpriced meals. For guests staying at Disney resorts with only mini fridges, it's nearly impossible to refreeze ice packs overnight. Here's the most ironic rule of all: the most magical place on Earth, a destination for countless birthdays, anniversaries, and celebrations, prohibits bringing wrapped gifts into the park. Disney requires all gifts to be unwrapped for security inspection, effectively ruining surprises for birthday kids or celebrating couples. Their suggestion? Bring the gift and wrapping separately and wrap it inside the park. But guess what they don't provide anywhere in the parks? Gift wrapping services. Even Disney stores inside the parks don't offer wrapping. This rule exemplifies Disney's disconnect between their magical marketing and their practical policies. They'll sell you a $100 celebration package for your hotel room, but heaven forbid you try to surprise someone with a wrapped gift in the actual park. So what do all these bizarre rules have in common? They're often thinly veiled attempts to direct your behavior toward Disney's preferred spending patterns while being presented as safety measures or crowd control strategies. Don't get me wrong, Disney parks are incredible experiences built by talented Imagineers. But these puzzling regulations reveal the corporate calculation behind the magic. Next time you're planning a Disney trip, remember these rules and prepare accordingly. And if you've encountered other nonsensical Disney policies, share them in the comments below. That's it for today's Disney detective work. If you enjoyed this reality check, smash that like button and subscribe for more unfiltered Disney truths. Until next time, remember, the magic may be real, but so is Disney's bottom line.